All right. Let's get going, why don't we? Got a little bit more loading. Okay, there we go. Oh, where even were we? Apparently hanging out next to the, what do I call it? Hull plates factory. Which I should check on. Other than just looking at its construction status, which is going to take a long time. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere close to enough energy cells or ore in here. But energy cells is probably at least partially a function of not having enough distribution. And ore is a matter of assigning more miners. Let's see. Okay, energy cells. We've got some in store, but nowhere close to enough. How's the sunspot doing for levels of energy on hand? Pretty good. Okay, so we don't need to increase the size of the sunspot just yet. What we do need to do is increase the shipping capacity between the sunspot. Okay. Probably going to need multiple acclimators running back and forth between there eventually. Currently we have one, which is going to just have to be enough. Let's see, ore. Oh, Sealith. We have an ore, we have a gas, we have an ore. That's all that's left here. I need to buy more miners. Because this place I don't think that doesn't have any assigned yet. Although this just needs gas miners. We definitely don't have gas miners. Yeah. Seemed an appropriate entrance. Okay, so we'll take these ore miners. And we will assign them to the hull plate factory. Mine for commander. Group Alpha. And then we'll take the gas miner. And we will assign him to the new factory. Oh, we can't yet because he doesn't have a commander. Okay, we'll order him to fly over there. So I don't lose him in the mess. I think that's the last unassigned miner. Yeah. Alright. So is this place... Alright, this place built enough that we can assign... No. Okay. We need to assign a construction ship to it yet. That's fine. What happened to the construction ship that was just here? Apparently it left. Come on, I just saw it a second ago. There it is. There we go. Okay. So that's a nice move in the right direction. That factory started. Let's see, how's this one doing? Almost done. Yep, it has full resources, okay. So that'll be done in half an hour or less. This one finished, and this one's just getting started. This is the shield factory, remember correctly. Yes, okay. This is unlikely to finish yet tonight. But the good news is we don't need shields to get a few basic, not construction ships, get a few basic medium freighters built. I do have all the blueprints I need for that, right? I should. Wrong button. Build ships, there we go. Size M, EFF bulk, and we can't outfit it because we don't have... What? Okay. Oh, we don't have any medium thrusters. Okay. That's problematic. Oh, we don't have crew either. Forgot about that. Okay, that means we need to go plan a trip for a land far away. Namely to Bastion.
Awaiting orders. Autopilot engaged.
And we need to scrounge up a couple million before we go. Okay. It looks like we already just looted the stations recently. I think I did that near the end of last stream, which would explain a lot. Autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
Okay. This place, for some reason, is the only place that actually sends me money periodically. I don't know why. All the rest of them just let the money build up on their accounts forever.
Jump completed. Necropolis.
Anyway. We need probably a couple more million to buy all the parts we're going to need. Hopefully we get it all before we get to where we're going. Can't believe I forgot medium thrusters. But also we need to buy and add on to this with a habitation module thingies. Not sure where I'm going to put them. That's why I need more than 20 million, because I think the habitation modules are like 20-some million.
Jump completed. Jakku.
Something like that anyway.
Autopilot
So,
disengaged.
let's just fly to where we're going. Which is a bit of a long flight, but oh well. And then we will deal with the problem of money once we get there. Hopefully it'll be dealt with automatically. And if not, then oh well. I wonder if I'm still running any miners over in... Don't think so. Thought I pulled all those out. But I should probably look at my ship list and figure out what everybody's doing and how much they're making.
Jump completed. Rakata Prime.
Because I might still have a few miner ships out there that are making a little bit of money too. Whether they're actually making enough to bother leave them doing what they're doing is another question, of course. Anyway. So once the first module on this gets built, I need to assign somebody there. Oh. I I don't remember where it was, but I had something somewhere that had a huge number of people on it that was just amazing at all skills. Was it? Don't remember. One of my ships, I think it was, just had a large number. I think it was like one of the... It was one of the acclimators. Just had a bunch of high skill people on it for some weird reason. Like straight out of the factory, not because they'd been sitting around gaining skill for a while or anything like that.
Jump completed. Get up.
Anyway.
Autopilot engaged.
Go ahead and let the autopilot do its thing. Okay, so we have the acclimators who are doing the runs back and forth. We have an Action 4 miner in Hypori. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at that. It's got an old failed order. Clear that out. Got to look to see exactly how old it was, but it's old because we're doing its thing.
Jump completed. Christie.
Okay. It's making a bit of money. It's just a medium miner, so it doesn't make much, but 160 or so every 6 minutes, roughly. That's a reasonable amount of my cash. Well worth leaving that in loan. And it looks like that's our only miner that's still working independently. Everything else is either at our new hubs. Our new hub system. Oh. Up. The TIE shuttle is still flying around doing trading. What was its orders again? It's trading Durasteel plates in a 4-star radius around Monolist.
Jump completed. Virgo.
Okay. I highly doubt it ever makes any money. Let's check. It makes a very tiny little bit of money, very, very slowly. But there's no reason to stop using it that way, because otherwise it would just be sitting around doing nothing, I guess. Oh well. Okay, so it's about 6 minutes off building the
Jump
first.
completed. Elam.
And then it builds the harbor first for some reason, and then the docking platform. How's it doing for delivered resources? It's out of Durasteel plates. And that is slightly problematic, because Durasteel plates are no longer delivered to the cable spool. Although we do have a Gazanti assigned to the high-tech factory here that should handle that distribution. Where is the local Gazanti? And what is it doing? Docking at the cable spool. Please don't tell me that it's been hauling stuff over here. No. Let's remove the buy offer. Remove the sell offer.
Jump completed. A redoubt.
We don't need Durasteel plates here anymore. Yeah. Okay, what exactly do you think you're doing, though? What do you have on board? Energy cells. Okay, it's bringing energy cells back. That's what it's doing. That's fine. But it's not necessarily exactly what I had hoped it would do. I'm going to have to get more traders assigned to that.
Jump completed. Ascendia. Autopilot. Disengage.
Damn it, autopilot, you could have made it past that safely. Just have to apply a little tiny bit of brain effort. Then again, autopilot, as has demonstrated many, many times, has no brain. Anyway. Where even are we? We're over halfway there.
Jump completed. Neuron.
Few more jumps. Hopefully we have enough money. We'll buy an Imperial large habitation thingy-majigger. And then... I don't have any of the modules required to get food and medical supplies even though I wanted to, so we're going to have to assign a freighter to that purpose. We'll probably have to pull a freighter off some other duty because I don't have the ability to buy freighters right now. It's going to be mildly annoying. But anyway, we pull a freighter off that duty, or some duty, and put it onto that duty. Steal one? That would end up being more trouble than it's worth. I don't really have anything capable of stripping turrets off a freighter at the moment. Hello, survey. Welcome here. Vote for more trouble. Problem is I don't really have a ship that's capable of stripping guns off something. And I don't want to just send my capture ship in against something that still has guns on it.
Jump completed. Yaga Minor.
This mod is very light on ships with player-directed weapons that aren't fighters. Is it really trouble if it's fun? It's not fun to lose ships, though. So I don't think it's fun. Because that's what would happen if we tried to move in and strip guns off something without the proper equipment. And this mod doesn't really seem to include the proper equipment.
Jump completed. Neonalist.
Okay, we're like 2 jumps away. Yeah, 2 jumps away. Hello, Mendit Man. Welcome here. We could probably buy another BFF. Well, we're very, very close to being able to build BFFs. So we just need something to bootstrap it along long enough to get enough crew to run one ship and then... Yeah. Love that cockpit. I do too, as long as I don't want to look out the side.
Jump completed. Baskin.
The Imperials apparently all the same playbook as the vanilla Terrans do. Want to look out the side and roll? Well, one thing I used to like to do a lot in vanilla would be to roll until my side is pointed at wherever I want, and then look out the side while I circled it. If I wanted a good look at something. But I haven't been able to do that in quite a while because the Terran ships have terrible side visibility. And now in this run, Imperial ships have terrible side visibility.
Jump completed. Bastion.
But this is a cool ship. And while it is slow, I do like the way it flies. I'm a little less enthused about the way they balanced shields in this, but oh well, can't have everything.
Docking granted.
Here we go. Let's go talk to the faction rep. Also, these cockpits are too small, and so the game gets weird. It just teleports the pilot into the seat instead of having them appear in the teleporter like they're supposed to. And apparently, some ships just don't have collision on one side of the cockpit so you can get out that way, because they're too small to have a proper door. Most of the Imperial ships manage to fit a door on somewhere. Okay, faction rep's office. We need to buy worker accommodations. And we need to buy...
Hello there. It's an honor to see you
a
here.
medium ship thruster. Goodbye, money. You'll be missed. We're not going to be able to buy a habitation module without scrounging up more money. Trade station habitat, 16 million. How many people does that hold? Do I have it
Look out there.
listed in my encyclopedia? Station modules, habitation, Imperial Trade Station habitat. Holds 3,500. And the large holds 1,200. What? The cheaper one is just strictly better. Okay. I see how it is. Well, we're definitely going to be buying this one then. Actually, how much does it cost? 1,000 module prefabs? And this is only 191? Okay, so the trade station habitat is significantly more expensive. But it also holds like 3 times the people. But it's still more expensive than... Okay. I would kind of like the large habitat, because the trade station habitat is kind of boring looking if you ask me. Build time is 30 minutes. Build time is 12 minutes. So it actually build faster. Okay, who is shooting what? Imperial Ascendancy, unauthorized kill. Can't you people just leave my ships alone? Who's doing the shooting where? I don't know. Let's check the logbook. Oh yeah, I received a message from these guys I never actually got around to reading. I'm now listed as a corporation. That's nice. Okay, nothing in the logbook because apparently it wasn't important enough. Oh wait, nope, there it is. Damn it. Where? That's what I wanted to check, is where it said it happened. Apparently we killed 3 Ascendancy ships somewhere. Who knows where? Guess it doesn't matter. Okay. So, we can buy the trade station module now. But the large module is a little too expensive. I think we're going to have to buy the trade station module.
It's an honor to see you here.
For the same amount of storage, the same amount of people, I mean, it takes less time to build trade station modules, but it takes more resources. I think I am okay on resources enough that I could afford to do a little bit of wastage. Let's go ahead and get that. Goodbye, money.
Good luck out there.
All right. We don't have the money to buy anything else, even if we wanted to, so there's no reason to stick around here. There we go.
TIE Interceptor Royal.
Out of my seat, please. Go ahead and plot a route back home. There we go. Set guidance.
Autopilot. Engage.
And land build. Now, how are we going to fit these monstrosities onto the station without making it look completely stupid? We're going to do it by removing the storages. No, damn it. We don't need much worker storage here. There we go. Flip that
Jump
over.
completed. Scan.
Okay. That's not going to work. I need a way to offset this upward a little bit. Straight upward without changing any other. Actually.
Jump completed. Neonalanced.
Don't think those are going to really connect onto there properly. That's going to look stupid as heck. Yes, the classic Milo out of my seat. Well, they're in my seat. What else can I say?
Jump completed. Yaga Minor.
Let's see. How am I going to hook this up? It doesn't have any side connections. If I flipped it on the side, it would look even stupider. Pretty much have to remove at least one of these. And then connect the other one on top. And I like the way that looks. The problem is it's hard to tell how that looks. Okay. So I don't like the way this looks, first of all.
Jump completed. You're on.
Let's see if we can get it perfect. About as perfect as any humans can be able to get, I think. And then we take, detach you and move it out of the way. Boom. I wish I could make these so they were less transparent. Okay. Because I can't see how these interface together properly. Like, how much are they clipping? Are they going to look okay? Is anything being blocked? Can't really tell until I build it. Okay, and you go on the top. I kind of want to sink it into this thing a little bit. Is it centered? Hard to tell. Yeah, apparently next version's going to have better translation handles and stuff like that. That might help with this a lot, but we're kind of not doing that right now. And this mod doesn't work with that anyway. So I guess we're just going to have to hope it's all good enough and wing it. But that is a single
Jump completed. Ascendia.
habitat. But again, this isn't going to have any industry. Hopefully it'll be okay. The 6.0 gizmo is so helpful. Alas, for we do not have it here. I think I'm just gonna... It doesn't look particularly out of line. So I think I'm just gonna go with it and hope it looks okay. See if we can find an Imperial builder who's not too far away. There you go, get your ass over here. Okay. We've got a Gazanti on the way with some energy cells. Pure steel plates, module prefabs. This is going to be a pain in the butt.
Jump completed. The readout.
Probably going to take at least an hour before that's done. And we're going to need... Where are our columns? Okay. 1,800 workers is optimal, according to this. So we're going to have more than optimal workers, which is actually good. Because when we start adding more shipyards, the optimal number is going to go up. Hopefully, we never need more than about 3,000 workers here, so we can get away with just having a single module. And I hope that looks right. It's really hard to tell with the transparent stuff. Is there any way to make it not transparent? Don't think so. No. At least not that I can see. Okay. How's this place going? It is no longer going because it's out of Durasteel plates, of course. Okay. What are you doing, you piece of crap? Trying to buy smart chips. Please. I hate the way the AI handles what wares they want to haul.
Completed. Virgo.
They have no brain whatsoever. Sometimes they'll just insist, you must buy this thing next, and they won't even attempt to try anything else even if they fail to find whatever they're looking for in the area. It's extremely annoying. I probably shouldn't let the AI manage their own freighters for that kind of thing. We need to get some smart chips from somewhere and get them hauled in. For now, let's take the Pretender. And let's do a little bit of emergency trading. Pretender can't haul much, but it can haul some.
Jump completed. Christie.
A little bit to get jump started. And when you're done, get back here and resume your post again. Okay. We just flew past the sunspot. Okay. Now, yeah, this place is currently not going to do anything for a bit. Actually, I should have checked. Let's check that right now. How much does it take to build this? 2,000.
Jump completed. Yida.
Okay, so almost all the Durasteel plates it requires are needed by this harbor. Alright. I guess we're going to have the Pretender make a couple of trips. Where's that? There. Remove that order. Fly back here. Trade with. Load plates. Fly back there. Trade with. Unload plates. Fly here. Trade with.
Jump
Load
completed.
plates.
Rakata Prime.
Fly back there. Trade with. Unload plates. It just happens to work out perfectly. Okay. Yeah. Huh, okay. We have exactly enough plates in 3 loads. 3 full loads from the Pretender fills this plate need completely. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and the Gazanti is also hauling module prefabs. Okay, that's good. Gazantes, I should say. Alright, so this place is going to get filled up pretty quickly with stuff. The slowest link in the chain here is definitely going to be the Pretender. Now, back to the research facility. It needs another 1,000 module prefabs along with a bunch of other stuff.
Jump completed. Jakku.
Okay. So it's only going to take a minute to build the storages. So we need to get cranking on hauling for this too. The builder's only a few jumps away. This is possibly really silly, but we might have the Marauder haul a little bit of cargo. How much can the Marauder even haul? Marauder can actually haul quite a bit. If we wait. Okay.
Jump completed. Necropolis.
Let's just cancel that order. Trade with the cable spool. Load up 1,000 module prefabs. Because we can haul the whole batch in one go. And then we'll grab a few energy cells to fill out the hold. Trade with the build storage. Boom. Boom. Confirm. And then we'll take the rest over here.
Jump completed. Etresia.
Boom. Confirm. And finally, we'll take the rest over here. And boom. Confirm. And then we'll fly back over here to guard. When you're using an Imperial Star Destroyer 2 as a cargo ship, you know things are desperate.
Disengage.
We can fly through the big hole in the middle again. Not quite. Alright, now I think we just need to wait for logistics to start to settle out some. We have a Star Destroyer distributing energy cells and the prefabs this place here needs. We have a 546 cruiser distributing the hull plates. Star Destroyers should carry extra cargo on every run, less likely to be victims of piracy. Less likely? I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find any pirates who will be able to take on a Star Destroyer. Less likely is possibly underestimating them a little bit. Oh, I wanted to look to see how these two modules merge together. If they actually fit together well, or if they have gaps and stuff. And it looks like they fit together pretty well. Okay, that's cool. Alright, that's cool. Let's go take a look at the news station. There's really not much to see here yet, but at least take a peek at it. Yep, it's a storage module with a wharf. A very slightly built wharf attached. Not much to see here is pretty much the definition. Much more interesting is the engine parts factory, which I think is almost done. Pretty close to done anyway. There's just like a couple factory pieces left on it. Let's check to see how close it is done now. It's actually done. Okay. Well, that happened faster than expected. Yeah, we've got everything needed to produce on board. And it's producing animator converters and should be producing energy parts soon. Okay. About 7 minutes until the first batch comes off the line. All right. Well, that means we're going to have to start hauling these to the hopefully ready to use what do I call it? Ready to use shipyard soon. So this is the first economy station that we've actually finished in this system. Except the, you know, the cable spool. And that is only kind of an economy station. It's a trade station. Alright, very cool. So engine parts are accounted for. Hull plates are accounted for. However, it's going to be a while until it reaches full production capacity. Because I kind of massively overbuilt that station. Shield parts are just getting started. And we need to get freighters. I'm going to build a bunch of shieldless BFF freighters. Like probably 5 or 6 of them. Just to get stuff starting. Just to get distribution started in this system. Because we need something hauling parts around. That's a bit wonky there. Whoa. What is up with that freighter? Not freighter, miner. I don't think this AI got the memo. This is supposed to be a single player game and he thinks rubber banding is normal. That was kind of weird and exciting. Looks like it was frustrated it missed me the first time, so I had to take a second try. Well, it zoomed in and then zoomed back out. And then turned around and zoomed in again. That's... I'm not sure what was going on there exactly. I think we had a little simulation bug or something. It realized it should have braked, and so it teleported it back to the point where it should have braked, and that kind of didn't work the second time either, and who knows where it went from there.
Docking granted. Docking
Now this place is
avoided.
coming along pretty well. For all that it's going to take a bazillion years to finally build, they're actually getting done with it somewhat quickly. See, how far along are they actually on this factory? Um, you have this module left to build. You have that left to build, and that left to build. And they have to fill out the center pinwheel. And that's it. So another couple hours. A little bit less to finish building the production. We're still short on ore, but not as short as we were. And we need smart chips. But it's full up on Durasteel plates already. So this is going to need dedicated large freighters hauling for it. And we're probably going to sell Durasteel plates across half the galaxy out of this thing. We have an internal fighter bay. That'd be a bad idea to fly into there, though. Ah! Okay, there we go. All you heard at the end there was money, money, money. Hopefully. Hopefully. Because we could definitely use a source of it. Let's go see if they have arrived with the construction ship yet. I don't think it has. Oh, yep, there it is. Construction ship's on site. And they've started building the new ab module. Let's go down and take a look to see how the interface with the, what you call it, looks. Okay, this interface is a lot more smoothly than I half expected. I was worried that it would be all messed up. But it looks pretty even, actually. Uh-oh. What? There shouldn't be anything there to get stuck on. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, there's no autosave. Come on, autosave, hurry up. I don't want to sit around all day waiting for you. Now, supposedly, saves are faster in the next version. I am very excited about that. Okay, it's going to take about 27 more minutes to build this. We do not have all the resources on hand yet, although they are being shipped in this direction. The Marauder is going to drop off most of the, well, all the module prefabs and energy cells. We just need the Durasteel plates. Where is the Marauder, and how long is it going to be? Execute trade. Failed. 12 minutes ago. Unable to dock. What? What do you mean unable to dock? Okay. Let's teleport over there and see if we can provide some manual assistance. Because there's definitely supposedly docks that'll work for large ships on this thing.
Awaiting orders.
What in the world? That's weird. Get me out of here. Okay, Captain. Oh, I forgot I can't dock with the build storage. Damn you, you piece of shit. This is why. You don't make me have to do this kind of shit. Proceed with your current orders. Here, let's try this again. Trade with the build storage. Unload module prefabs. Neither trade partner has any cargo drones available. Damn it. I thought I had cargo drones aboard this station. No, because we're missing smart chips. Okay, new mission. Get smart chips. It doesn't take long to build drones once the chips arrive. The Pretender is done with its orders. Let's clear those. Let's go ahead and add smart chips to the list. Smart chips. There we go. Who in this disaster of a galaxy sells smart chips? Just you? Okay. Go trade with the Smart Chip Factory with the Pretender. Buy a full load of 5,000 of the damn things. And let's take them back to the cable spool. Actually, before we take them to the cable spool, we'll drop a few off here. Trade with the research factory. Drop off 50 of my 5,000. And then we'll drop the rest off. Transfer wares with cable spool. Smart chip unload. Confirm. Now, cable spool. Let's go ahead and add smart chips as a tradeware. And then we're going to want to set up a buy offer. Or sell offer, I mean. Sell all of the blasted things. I wish you could set it to sell all but 0. To sell actually all of them. Automatic pricing. Minimum price. Use station settings. Actually, just... yeah. Boom. Only buy from us. Just in case we ever change the station setting and screw it up. Okay. So this should solve our smart chip problem for the foreseeable future. Think that's all I need to change? Okay. Let's get rid of that Durasteel plate. Teleport back over to our fighter. Then we'll fly over to the cable spool. Out of my seat, please. Ignore it. And we'll fly to the cable spool.
Trading station.
We'll dock, we'll pick up the single Durasteel plate, and then we'll, I don't know, get rid of it. Take it somewhere. We have hundreds of thousands of them on stock already. We don't really need more. And it's not really worth anything, so I'll probably just drop it and shoot it.
Docking granted.
We should be able to pick up a single plate with this ship. Stuff it behind the seat or something. Waiting for trade to finish. And how long is that going to take? Okay, apparently that long. Usually it tells you how long it's going to take to trade. I thought. Then again, it's been a long time since I've actually manually traded, so. Okay. Turn off the trade UI because it's annoying. Drop the plate.
Container.
There's no way that container came out of this dinky little ship. Just doesn't work that way. Anyway. Durasteel plate, no longer handled by the cable spool.
Gozenti transport.
It's not what I wanted to select.
Asteroid.
Unstable crystals? Sure, why not? Alright, the other two are not real, apparently. Okay. There we go. Okay, so whenever the Pretender finishes its job, we'll have to go ahead and re-give orders to the Marauder to go do its thing. Until then, this is on hold. This factory is doing its thing. This one. Is receiving shipments as well. Looks like there's enough on hand to build everything. Yes, it should be. Okay. We can go ahead and assign a manager to it now. One of these ships has just amazing managers. This one. Look at this. This 5-star manager. Just service crew on board one of the acclimators. In fact, it looks like all of them have really high level. We'll pull from the big bastard because I'm more likely to remember that one that I removed stuff from it. Okay, you work somewhere else for me. Specifically, go work aboard this factory as the manager. And we'll assign a gas miner. Mine for commander, group alpha. Gonna need more gas miners than that, but one will help hold down the fort for at least a little while. All right. It's unlikely that we won't have the ability to build ships before we have the ability to build shields. But not impossible, I guess. Let's go check out the Marauder. even though it's currently serving as a glorified cargo ship. Hopefully we'll be able to build some of these of our own soon. Although for that, we're going to need to have all the industry online. And we're going to need to make the hundreds of million required to buy all the blueprints. Yeah. Building more ISDs, not going to happen just right away. We'll probably start taking the war to the rebels before we actually get more of these. Even though that isn't very imperial of us. After all, if we were proper Imperials, we would wait and build a giant secret fleet before we attacked the rebels. Because that's just how that works, apparently. So now that this is taking shape a little bit more, let's go check to see how well it's blending in. It's not going to be easy to see all the details, but make sure nothing is obviously conflicting. In particular, make sure those dishes aren't intersecting with anything they shouldn't be. It looks like the dishes are all set just a little bit to one side of the docking ports. Pretty sure those aren't actual docks, but they're probably or you want to call them drone docks or something. So then the other question, which is kind of unanswerable at the moment, is just what the seam between the two is going to look like. Apparently there'll be a little bit of a gap there. Probably should have moved it down a tiny little bit more. But it's not a big enough gap that I'm going to feel the need to actually tear it apart and redo it, I don't think. So that's good news. And the final question, of course, which is as of yet unanswerable, is how the seam between the top two pieces are going to look. Guess we'll find out. That one would be easier to fix anyway if you wanted to fix it. Okay, I think the station's gonna look pretty good when it's done. Reasonably well, anyway. We must have received some module prefab shipments from somebody else, which means we might have to... Yeah. Okay. Where is the Pretender? Oh, the Pretender has ships assigned, so it's up here. There it is. Tender is loaded and on its way back. Good deal. That will prevent a lot of issues in the future. Let's see if we can actually make sure I didn't forget anything else. Okay, I can indeed assign it a preset. Okay, so we turn off the RC shields. Then we just need engine parts, animator converters, and durasteel plates to build it. And a crew, of course. For some reason, crew aren't listed under missing resources, though. Maybe this... Yeah, available, none. No breeds. Back service crew. Oh, this is probably what the first few runs of medium freighters are going to look like. No shields, no guns. Just basic freighters. Although it will be a little bit annoying not to have any shields. Sometimes sacrifices must be made. These early freighters will probably all have to go in for refits once the shield factory comes online. But this will be it. What software are they getting? No docking computers. This is just mandatory minimums, it looks like. They don't get the targeting computer software because they don't have guns. Basic scanner. Yeah, mandatory minimums, basically. Okay, let's save this loadout for later. Make sure I save it under a name that will... Did I? Must have misclicked the button. Okay, there we go. Make sure I remember what makes that one special so I don't accidentally choose the wrong preset later. We'll probably delete that preset as soon as we have shield parts online. Oh. We're also going to want to get a bunch of construction drones here, I think. If I remember correctly, those help. Yeah, build drones. We're going to want a ton of those on hand to help build ships faster, but for now, we don't need them. We want 75 million here at this station. No. We've got some energy cells on hand. We need to get some engine parts hauled over. What do we have in the way of freighter-ish ships we can use for that? We'll probably use the Pretender to do that load once it arrives. Yeah, once Pretender arrives, we'll unload its stuff, then we'll have it go pick up engine parts and haul them over.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
And there's autosave. Come on, autosave, hurry up. And before the end of the stream today, we will have our first freighters roll off the line, I think. Okay. If Gazanti's bringing in module prefabs for this factory. We have the docking bays finished. Now they're working on finishing the station spine. And then the production stuff can start. This one will be probably a couple hours in finishing, at a guess. Now this one's shockingly close to done. A few more hours work yet. Okay. Besides the current work that's planned, all that really has to be done
Docking aborted.
is what are you gonna call it?
Asteroid.
All that really has to be done is the weapon factory, which is a little bit more complicated than the other two because it also has to produce 3 materials instead of 2. But it won't be that big of a deal. It'll be basically just another station the same size as all the rest of them.
Asteroid.
Overshot again. There we go. Don't see any other loot on the horizon. Let's go over here. Remember correctly, I put the docking module on this one in the center of the pinwheel. Something like that. Yeah. Those Terran docking modules are a little too sensitive about asking if you want to dock or not. I do like them though. They're probably not my favorite dock, but they're definitely the coolest one. And they're I should say, well, they are my favorite dock as far as being cool and fun to dock at and all that stuff. But they're not my favorite dock as in they're not the most efficient dock. I'm not sure what would be the most efficient, really. You don't really need small ship docking at a station like this. Just like a pad or 2 is fine. So probably something that has multiple medium docks all over it, and then just like a row of smalls along one edge or something. But I'm not sure if there's any docks like that that exist currently. Terran station modules look cool, but I'm not necessarily a fan of them. But anyway. I'm really curious what the, what the boron modules are going to be like. I wonder if they're going to give the boron an entirely new economy, or if they're going to use the same economy as everybody else. Because, like, the Terrans have their own economy, but the Split didn't. And the races, or not really races, but the groups or whatever they added in Avarice have their own economy, based around scrap. It's entirely possible they might end up with a new economy type. Kind of doubt it though, because boron always were same economy as everybody else kind of thing. Although I can't remember in X3 if the Terrans had their own economy there or not. I kind of think they did, but I don't remember for sure. I didn't really interact much with the Terrans in that game. This is such a confusing station to fly around. It's like branched out like some kind of demented tree. Ah! Up the wing. See the interview Captain Collins did with the game designer? Don't remember if they said anything about the economy, but no, Boron ships aren't compatible with non-Boron parts. Ugh. That's a big oof, kind of. They better have a lot of variety in Boron parts.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
That or it better be a not compatible in the same way that Terran stuff isn't compatible with non-Terran parts. As in, you can still use it, but Terrans have special guns that can only go on Terran ships. Because... yeah. Not too enthused about the idea of having a special set of ships that can't be used with anything else. It's kind of a problem. Because if you can't mix or match parts to work around weaknesses and stuff, then what's the point of having modular parts in the first place? Yeah, that logic makes a certain amount of sense, but from a gameplay point of view, it's dumb logic. Or rather, from a fun point of view. Because... well, what's the point of having modular parts if you can't mix and match? They better give the Borons a pretty wide variety of equipment if they're going to do that. Because they don't give the Boron a wide variety of equipment, then it's just going to be, here's your ship and here's the loadout you can use with it. Like, already the Terrans kind of have that issue. The Terrans only have like one kind of gun at the end of the day for most of their ships. So if you're going to use all Terran gear, you're extremely limited. Yeah, hopefully they reconsider that one. I don't know. If they make enough equipment variety, it could work. But that would be a lot of work.
Docking granted.
You would need at least 3,
Avoided.
maybe 4 types of gun. They're completely different types. For every size mount. Although I guess admittedly in vanilla there's only like one kind of gun. Or I shouldn't say one type of gun. There's only a few different kinds of gun and there's a lot of variations. Like everybody's got plasma cannons and just it's a variety on whose plasma cannons are better. Where the equipment variety mostly comes into play, in my mind, is shields and engines. Because it depends on what you value most in an engine. Like, I value most speed. Just pure raw speed. So, split, of course. What else are you going to run? But if you really like thrusters, then the otherwise slow and clunky Terran engines might not be the worst. Because they have really good thruster efficiency. And of course, then there's more balanced engine types, and I assume some of them are probably just crap, but I much prefer to just put split Mark IVs and everything and call it a day, because I like speed. That was a pretty good interview, though. Recommended to watch if for no other reason. The new footage showing Boron stuff playing in the background while they talked. Probably have to look it up. Because I haven't really looked at too much exactly what's going on for the next update, other than that it's coming and it's going to be Boron. I watched the trailer, and that was about it. I probably should start digging into it a little bit more. Because after all, this is one of my favorite games. I'm trying not to play too much of it right now, because I don't want to get tired of it before the Boron DLC launches. Because I'm going to play the heck out of it as soon as that happens. But, anyway. Well, that and the Star Wars run has kind of reached a really boring point where not much is happening. A lot of things that need time before they're finished. Speaking of which, has the Pretender done its job yet? It looks like it is at the cable spool doing a thing. It has done its thing. Okay, good deal. Do you have drones now? You do have drones. Okay. We have a tiny little bit of workforce who has no food.
Requesting permission to dock.
We're gonna have to give the station some money. And then we need to go down through this list here. Only buy from us. Only buy from us. Only buy from us. Only buy from us. Boom. Okay. We have an Imperial cargo ship coming in to sell us steel plates. No, we don't. Okay. Go away. You're not welcome here. There we go. Okay. Hopefully we have some ships come in and to buy this stuff or sell this stuff to us so we can support our workforce. Not sure what happens if you don't feed your workers. Probably nothing good. Okay. We're definitely going to assign some freighters to this station to start. Okay. Now, Marauder. Trade with the build storage. Looks like most of the stuff has been delivered. Neither partner has cargo drones available. What? Oh, because build storage, of course. Okay, go back to the cable spool and dump your stuff. Trade with the cable spool. Dump your cargo. You're not suitable to haul to build storages. I understand. Okay. Getting that second storage online isn't a high priority, so we'll just leave it alone for now. How's this place doing? It just needs a few module prefabs. And it's not a emergency or high priority. It looks like everything is mostly taking care of itself at the moment. So we'll send the Pretender over here. Trade with the high-tech storage, or high-tech factory. We will buy some amount of antimatter converters and some amount of engine parts. We'll take them over here. And we will trade with the research facility and we'll unload both of them. Boom. Now, once that has arrived... That wasn't the button I wanted. Once that has arrived, we will be able to build medium bulk freighters. Specifically, we'll be able to build probably 2 of them. We'll build 1. Should I edit it? We're going to rename it. It's going to be the first off the line. Okay, we'll build 1. Confirm order. It'll take a little bit before that actually happens. Pretender. Go over here, trade with that, load up on Durasteel plates, and bring them back to here. Trade with the research facility. Boom. Confirm. Alright. Couple of quick trips with the Pretender. Should handle all that problem just fine. Okay. We're almost done with the station spine. Nice. And the first off the line, we're probably going to assign it here to this facility to haul for it. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do a push system or a pull system. Because in a push system, we would assign everybody to the cable spool and the shipyard. Or, yeah, in a pull system. Then we would be sending freighters out to pull resources in from the columns. I guess it'd be kind of pushing because we'd be pushing energy cells out from the cable spool. Or we could do it the other way around. We have all the freighters assigned to the little stations around them. It'd be a lot easier if we assign them to these two because they'd be easier to balance the numbers. We don't have to have a bazillion assigned everywhere. That does mean who is the manager of the cable spool of the currently unnamed center of our empire here. Who the manager of this station is very important. And our manager here is actually kind of crap. Okay. Well. I guess as long as we always use the cable spool for external trading, it won't be a problem. Speaking of which, cable spool, how are you doing
Requesting permission to dock.
on
Docking permission
smart chip?
granted.
sales. We have a bunch in stock. For some reason, it's not showing up on the list here. Because it automatically allocated an absolutely absurd amount of storage. Give it 10,000. 10,000, I said. There we go. How much did I give droid parts? 500. Actually, if I set this to 5,000, that'd be much closer. There. This is about how many we had originally. Just under 5,000. We do have a Gozanti coming in to pick up 300 of them. That's fine and expected. That's why I put them here, so I don't have to deal with, when I go sign more droids, I don't have to, or drones. In the same way, I should probably buy a large shipment of droid parts and drop them off here. Eventually, I'm going to put in buy offers for these. And then fill the station account to handle that problem. Meanwhile, we don't have anybody coming in to deliver food or medical supplies at all. That's not great. Let's turn on the trade UI.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. There's a large number of things that technically wants. It's not going to show up. Have to go into the filter settings and turn them on. Food rations, I think is the right one. Yes, it is. Okay. So who sells food rations in the galaxy? The nearest food ration sales are nowhere even close. The Imperial Trading Station here is the closest place. And that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jumps away. And I'm guessing medical supplies is probably a similar story. No, there's actually something closer that sells them. Okay, we're definitely going to have to build a food medical supplies station soonish.
Navigation. Prepare to dock. Confirmed. Requesting permission to dock.
Okay.
Docking permission granted.
We're definitely going to have to do something about that. How much money do I have? 3 million? Okay, that's nowhere near enough to buy the blueprints for that. That's probably going to have to be our next station, though. Let's go see how the new station's shaping up. Okay, restock cargo drone mission has been completed. Not sure which station, but it's good that they're handling it. We're gonna need to build a droid part factory and all that stuff on our own eventually too. Graphene refinery, which means they've completed at least one. Okay, apparently not. It just means they're working on one. That place should complete without incident. 35 minutes to build a BFF bulk freighter. That's kind of insane. We're still missing Durasteel plates. Okay. Let's go ahead and order more drones. Okay, we're going to need some trade drones. Let's get like 50 of those. We're going to need build drones. We'll order like 100 of those. Boom. Okay. 150 droid parts and 1,500 smart ships. I think we actually have that much in stock aboard the cable spool for both of those products. So that should help ship construction go a little faster. Additionally, it should what do you want to call it? It should allow us to actually drop stuff off at that station without incident. Let's see. Where's the Pretender? It should be arriving back here soonish. There it is. Does look like they've maybe started construction on the upper storage. It's waiting for drones. Thankfully, the Pretender does have a few cargo drones of its own. And now it's backing off. Awesome. I want to be able to build more 546 cruisers of my own. Because they're capable little machines. They're still just a light cruiser, but they are quite capable for what they are. So that means the materials to start working on the BFF have been delivered, and indeed it is counting down. Okay. We'll probably see that launch yet tonight. So that'll be cool. Now that this is fully built, let's actually fly around and take a closer look at how everything fits together. There's a little bit of a gap here between the two, but it's actually less of an issue than I even thought it was going to be, so that's good. No clipping. No other weirdness. Alright. Looks pretty even. I don't see any noticeable issues side to side, anything like that. Okay. Now we just need to wait for this top storage to finish. Which, how far away are we from getting enough materials for that? Because this only takes a minute to build. We need another 200 and some modular prefabs. And another 1,000 steel plates. Let's go send the Pretender off on a mission. Let me check. Pretender has a could not complete trade thing. That's bullshit. Its inventory is empty. Okay, trade with build storage. We need exactly 1,000 plates and 226 module prefabs. We'll send it after the plates. How many plates can I carry? 833? Okay. Trade with the build storage. Boom. And then we need... How many was it? 226 prefabs. We'll see if it still needs them after it gets done. Because there are some Gozantis flying around. How is it doing as far as droid parts? It's received a shipment. It just needs a shipment of smart chips now. 1,500 of them? How much can you carry, Customs Corvette? Probably not very many. 700. That's actually quite a bit. That'll get us some drones. Okay, how many more do they need? 775. Okay, another trip. And there we go. 2 trips gets us almost everything we needed. Nice. That'll cover getting some drones on, which should reduce the build time at least a little bit. Go over to the engine factory. This place needs a couple of freighters of its own. No, it doesn't. We're gonna assign them all to, yeah, I remember now. I should pull the freighter that's assigned to the plate factory off and put it to work somewhere else. Oh well. I'll worry about final freighter allocation later. Because Aunties are probably all going to be pulled off and moved somewhere else anyway, because if I'm building BFFs in here, there's no reason to keep a bunch of Gazantis randomly doing tasks. They don't carry as much as the BFF does. But I definitely need to get that build time down from 30 minutes, because that's a bit extreme. Hopefully the build drones help with that. And hopefully feeding the workforce helps with that. Which is another thing I need freighters for.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
But more than I need freighters to haul food. Restock cargo drones. Mission completed. Not sure which station that was. We definitely need cargo drones at all of our stations though, because we're gonna have a lot of large ships flying around. The BFFs are gonna be fine for small in-system deliveries, but we're also going to need some large ships assigned for you know, bulkier. The hull plate factory's gonna probably, I'm just gonna probably assign several to the hull plate factory and tell it to sell to whoever. Because unless we start massive serial production of Star Destroyers, well, no. If, we'll see. I'll probably assign some large freighters to the cable spool, and then tell the cable spool to start loading some hull plates, if we end up with way too many. And that way we'll have large freighters haul the cable spool and then haul outward from there. I might need to get more drones at the cable spool as well, depending on how many large freighters I have loading and unloading any given time. Because I don't want loading times to be bottlenecked by drones. I'm not sure how many you need though for each freighter. Should probably see if there's a wiki or something that lists that kind of information. I assume it'd be the same as vanilla. Bonk. Which time do you have? 6 minutes on the BFF. How is the shield factory coming? We have the first graphene production done, the second is close. That does mean the gas miner should be running. The gas miner is not running. Or maybe it is. Okay, what did we just get clunked with? Where even are we? Okay. Something just ran into us and threw us way out here. But we were sitting like super close to a bit of the station, so that's probably a weird buggy approach.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, the customs corvette has finished its runs. That means let's find out how the drones have gone here. It looks like most of the drones have been built. It's hard to tell which ones are built and which aren't. It says 95 out of 100 building drones. 5 out of 5 repair drones, and 50 out of 50 cargo drones. I'm not sure I believe that because it still thinks it needs 50 smart chips. Unless the building drones are that incredibly expensive. Let's see how much the cable spool has in stock. Okay, they still have all the stuff required in stock, so it's not like we completely drained them or anything. The first off the line is at 4 minutes. If I ordered another one built, let's go ahead and order like 5 of these things, even though we don't have the stuff in stock. They'll haul the stuff eventually. They're reading at 7 minutes each. Okay, so the drones made a huge difference in build time. Because first off the line, that's why it dropped down to 6 minutes, I bet. Because there's no way I'd messed around for a whole 30 minutes. Or 25 minutes, I guess it would have been. $20 minutes. Whatever. Come on, autosave, hurry up. Okay, so if you get a BFF every 7 minutes, once we, you know, haul all the resources there, which we're definitely going to assign the first off the line to this facility, so he should start grabbing stuff we need and hauling it in. Let's go park the Pretender somewhere where I can find it. Yeah, it's 3 minutes until the first off the line is done. And we should be able to build at least 2 at a time, if not more, once we have the resources available. Let's go see if we can watch the first off the line gets constructed. I wonder how it looks with this. With vanilla, they just kind of sit there in the main
Awaiting orders.
on the main floor. Probably the best dock in the game, in my opinion, is the vanilla. What do I call it? The vanilla wharf, because it's got those big, beautiful, easy to use medium ship docks right down the middle. And then it has those rows of way too many small ship docks down the sides. Oh, there it is.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
The first off the line under construction. I wondered where they docked medium ships on these things. And I guess the answer is just right in the middle. So this would probably dock 2 mediums, I guess, then? Not great, but it's not terrible either. I certainly wouldn't build these as docks unless I wanted to just dock a lot of smalls. Anyway, it is unfortunate that we don't have any shields for it, but that will come with time and with more freighters. Mostly with more freighters. Oh. I had forgotten about those holes. I guess we have our own danger racetrack in here. Danger because if you mess up, you'll probably end up going through one wall or another and possibly getting stuck and spinning at high speed. X4 Wars, indeed. We have added a new piece onto the station here as well. The shipyard station. It still needs to finish the top piece, but sandwiching between the two is now a living quarters. Need a Golan? I don't know if that's going to happen.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
I kind of doubt I'm going to build any
Docking
defensive
granted.
stations
Docking aborted.
this time around. Doesn't really seem like something I'm going to need. Depending on how well I try to hold the Republic territory that I take. Or maybe I should say the Imperial territory I liberate. We just want a Venator? Well, good luck. There's a couple different varieties to pick from. Is it a bulk cruiser or a Carrack? This is a Neutron Star construction ship. Neutron Star hull is used for a bunch of different things. There's freighter and cruiser versions, and also it's used as construction ships. This way's up. Based on a dreadnought? Probably, actually. I don't remember exactly what the dreadnoughts look like, but it does look like kind of the right shape. Anyway. So the first off the line has been completed, apparently. Alright. Trade for Commander, Group Alpha. The first off the line has now been completed, it's been assigned. Did I get a Nebulon B yet? No, I have not. I'm going strictly Imperial ships this time around, so... no Nebulon Bs. Let's see if we can find the first off the line. It's right up here somewhere. Probably in the process of undocking. This is called the first off the line because
BFF bulk freighter.
it is the very first ship produced at our new shipyard. Well, shipyard isn't quite so new, but the ability to actually produce ships at it is new. It doesn't have any shields, unfortunately. Because the shield production isn't online yet. But everything else is there. Don't know what that is. Apparently it's some kind of bulk freighter design. And it looked Imperial enough that I was willing to use it. I like it better than the Gozantes because it carries more. I don't... some of the Imperial shipyard factions, like I think Sinar makes these things. But the Imperial Empire itself doesn't actually have them as a blueprint. But oh well. I needed a medium freighter that could actually haul stuff, and that's what we were getting, I guess. The Gozantes just don't carry enough. Okay. No, where's the other one? Oh, come on. I saw some loot on the horizon somewhere. There it is.
Asteroid.
Lodestones. Dang it. Should have punched a little earlier. Okay. So how far off is this from actually building the last piece? A few Durasteel plates, that's all. And a minute of time. What are they trying to haul with this? Alcohol plates, engine parts. We need to assign a better manager to this station. We'll grab another person off the big bastard. Cannot replace current person. Oh, really? Says who? Okay, you get to go work aboard the Big Bastard as service crew. I hope you're happy with that job. Now we don't have a manager on that station anymore. You work somewhere else for me. There we go. Now how many jumps can you work over? 5. Much better. Still not enough to actually go get all the things I might need to buy here, but much better. Also, we're still not receiving any food or medical supplies. We're definitely going to have to either do some long distance trading with medium freighters, or we're going to have to build a station here. I mean, eventually we're going to have to build a station here anyway. But okay, where are you flying? Trading for engine parts. All right. Move this Defender Corvette. There is no pilot on the ship. Okay, well that explains why I can't move it then. Let's take this Customs Corvette. 167 Durasteel plates. Hopefully we can carry that many. Not quite. Okay, 47 more on a second trip. And that should get us everything we need to finish the station. I'll park back out there when it's done. We need 1,000 Durasteel plates, 800 engine parts, and 577 animator converters. I'm pretty sure we don't have anywhere close to that much. Actually, we do. We have over 4,000 engine parts in stock. Okay. That's a lot. I might set up dedicated freighters hauling everything to this place and then overflow, go to the cable spool somehow. Probably by using buy up to, sell up to limits. And then have maybe, and then for the cable spool, we'll sell publicly to get rid of all the overflow materials. That'd be the ideal end game. Then the cable spool can haul to, you know, everywhere around. We're kind of in a bad spot for bulk sales, honestly. We're nowhere close to the Imperial main shipbuilding centers. If we were like in this area somewhere, we'd be a lot better off for selling our overflow. So I might end up building a second distribution station right here in Yaga Minor, maybe. No, that'd be a terrible place to put it. Monolith would be a better place because it's not that far from multiple large shipyards. Or down here, which is a real shipbuilding center near Bespin. But if we want the Imperial to have a strong navy, then Monolith to be the place to build the distribution center. And we can trade to Bastion, Monolith itself, trade to the Sinar down here in Scipio. I don't know if Sinar I guess it would depend on if the Imperials buy ships from Sina or not. They probably do. I know they order ships. And that's the other thing, I guess. We might get some AI orders at our station. I better set that up. 150% construction price, please. No restriction. For now. If they want to buy BFFs with no shields, they could. I don't think they will, though. Eventually, we're going to have a lot of fancy high-end ships available here. Eventually. Someday. Until that point, let's have the Pretender do a run of all parts. Probably multiple runs of hull parts. Did I deselect the ship somehow? Yeah, I did. We'll do like 2 or 3 runs. I need some large freighters. A lot of large freighters. Which are unfortunately expensive. Okay. Grab 1,000 of those. And then we'll grab... Let's just issue a whole pile of trade orders. Then we'll do those again. You can't have too much stuff at the shipyard. And then one last order for hull part, or not hull parts. Engine parts. And we'll order the Pretender to park over here where I can find it. Alright, that's a lot of orders. Looks like another BFF is under construction. That one we might send off to actually go grab some food and stuff. Because I think it's too far away. The nearest place that sells it. Anyway, it's 4 minutes till that's done. Let us go to... Oh. That's why I'm not sure where I'm at. We're way above the station. Above? Yeah, above. So how is this place doing as far as deliveries?
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay. It's received a delivery. It has one more delivery of durasteel plates left. Where's the customs Corvette? Probably loading. Oh, nope, it's on the way back. Okay. So we're probably about 1.5 minutes away from having the station finished building. Because it only takes a minute for the storage to build. Which is kind of fast for a station park, but they must have forgot to set a build time or something. I don't know. It's a very large storage and it builds very quickly. But hey, we are at the point in the game where we can finally start building our own ships. We're very close to the point in the game where we can start building ships that are fully equipped. As long as they don't, you know, come equipped with weapons. So soon we'll be able to start building BFFs in bulk and selling them to the Empire for money. Actually, I should check to see how much one of these sells for. We're going to keep a bunch of them, of course. Because we need them. But if we can bulk construct BFFs and sell them to the Empire, that's probably going to be our early money source. Or, you know, early in the shipbuilding period money source. To get us the cash we need to get blueprints for. Probably the next big push should be for acclimators. Either just buy acclimators straight up, or to get the blueprints we need to build them, or both. We'll probably have to buy more acclimators before we can afford to build them ourselves. That's going to require us to go up to large shipyard. Yeah.
Customs Corvette.
Okay. Why is he... Did I accidentally order him to do something at the build storage? Oh, wait, no, he's only supposed to be doing docking at the build storage. That's right. Okay. Imperial Station storage. Construction has started. And it will take less than a minute. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's fly a little ways off and then turn around and look back at it from a distance. Okay. Other than the outer ring being a darker color and not really matching the whole thing, I think it came out quite nicely. Let's fly back in a little closer and see if it's centered. Yeah. It's kind of centered. Way too far this way, I guess. Damn it. Yeah, it's not really centered at all. Do I want to tear it apart and recenter it? Problem is, this was the last piece and the construction ship is leaving now. Yeah. No, the construction ship is still assigned. Okay. Please don't leave, construction ship. Okay, now. Damn, I'm not going to be able to get this to move the way I want it to, am I? Can I just drag it a little bit, please? Thank you. It wants to... There's a way to turn off clipping, isn't there? Not clipping, but... Aha. Okay. Now the problem is that moved in a direction I didn't want it to move. So... like that. Clunk. Sink it into the hall. No, you piece of shit. Damn it.
Prepare to dock.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay, hopefully the builder's still here for this. It looks a little more centered now. Do I want to tear it down and recenter it? As if that's a real question. Okay. You don't have to call me out like this. The answer is, of course, yes, I do. But sometimes we can at least pretend that I might want to leave it alone. But anyway, hopefully that is much more carefully centered this time. We're going to have to wait through a couple minutes to find out, but... hard to tell when it's only just phasing into existence. But it looks better. A little. A lot. Problem is it's built right on top of a ring. And so it's really obvious if it's not centered. Okay, that actually looks... it's a tiny bit off. But it's not enough off that I'm going to tear it apart and redo it. It's just like less than a whole fighter's width. It could come this way a little tiny bit, but not enough that I'm going to be able to get that. Okay. Good enough. And we got it before the construction ship left, so yay, go me. Alright. Now, let us never tear that apart again, because it's going to be impossible to ever get it... or not impossible, but it'll be a pain in the ass to ever get it back to the state it's in. It was kind of a pain in the butt the first time around. Do we have another BFF come off the line? 2 of them are currently building. 4 of them are currently building. And this one here is off the line and running. Alright, good deal. You will trade for the commander under Group Alpha. Along with the first off the line. And we have 4 more coming off the line in about 5 minutes. 6.5 minutes for the slowpokes. Okay. Some of those will probably assign to the cables pool. But most of them are going to get assigned here. 1 or 2 of them we might use to shuffle some stuff around manually. But there's nothing stopping us from grabbing a ship that is otherwise assigned but is currently empty and having them do jobs. But the good news is it looks like the Great Fighter Crisis is mostly resolved. Not fighter crisis, freighter crisis. Speaking of tearing things down and rebuilding them, I really need to revisit satisfactory. I was looking a little while ago on how they worked the blueprint system, and it's not the way I would have designed it, but it should be perfectly doable to blueprint basic modules, and will at least greatly cut down on repetition. Let's see if the miner that's assigned here is getting much done. There's some graphene in stock. We need to assign more freighters to the cable spool as well. I need to set restrictions on these things. I mean, technically I don't, as long as I never give them any money, but... Okay, they're not buying helium yet. Methane. Yeah, we'll leave that alone for now. Okay. We need cargo drones here, don't we? Let's go ahead and assign it 20 cargo drones. And we'll give it 5 repair drones. Boom. Okay. Smart chips, droid parts. We should still have those in stock. Let's check the cable spool to make sure we still have some. Yep. Okay, we're going to need to restock the droid parts here though soon. Alright. Wow. Everything is going quite well. And we're finally to the point where we're not just sitting around waiting for stations to build anymore. Now we're sitting around waiting for ships to build. So on that note, let's save the game. Oh, let's see. Who is streaming what at this time of night? Oh. It looks like AF is playing Graveyard Keeper. I didn't get a notification for that. Or if I did, I didn't notice it. Project Curses is playing Company of Heroes. Well, let's rate AF. New Company of Heroes list. Doesn't really look like something I'm too enthused about. Last night, I definitely went way too late, so we're going to try not going late for a little while here. That's going to be hard with tomorrow being auction not included, but an attempt will be made. But until that happens, let's go watch AF and his weird dead body fetish thing. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Never really got into that kind of game. The Stardew Valley sort of thing. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow at hopefully a reasonable time of day, because hopefully I'll get started at normal time around noon. I'm sure that won't actually happen because it hasn't for a while, but I shall try. But anyway, good night. I'll see you all later. Have an awesome night. Goodbye.